How do you make a set literal? That's how. Curlies in parens. And then some numbers, comma delimited 2, 4, 6, 8. What is a set comprehension? It's a math action performed on a set literal, all in curlies. Do a set comprehension on 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. X equals this set literal 2, 4, 6, 8. Y equals curlies n times 3. N times 3 for n in x. What will y look like? Y will look like this. 2 times 3, 6. 4 times 3, 12. 6 times 3, 18. 8 times 3, 24. Will the y set necessarily be in this order? 6, 12, 18, 24? No, because sets are not ordered sequentially. How to split up? How are used? X equals how are used, in quotes, dot split, parens. This yields how are used. X is now an array with 3 elements. How do you find out if each word is upper, lower, and its length? How are used? How do you find out? The following. This is X, how are and use. Y equals double squares. N dot is upper, parens, comma, n is lower, parens, comma, length of n, parens, and then squares. N is upper, n is lower, length of n in squares. Now, the outer part, for n in x. I want to know 1, 2, 3 pieces of information for n in x. These 3 pieces of information for every n in x. How does the output look? False, true. 3 characters. True, false, 3 characters. False, true, 4 characters. All within squares. How do you make a list of integers from 1 to 6? A equals squares 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how do you take only the even numbers out of A and multiply them by 3? B equals n times 3 for every n in A if n modulus 2 equals 0. That should be a squares here. What is the modulus operator in Python? %. How would you multiply only the odd numbers by 3? And A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would key in B equals squares n times 3 for n in A if n modulus 2 is greater than 0. How do you take numbers 0, 5, 10, 15 all the way to 50 and square only those? B equals n raised to the 2 power for n in range 50 if n modulus 5 equals 0. How do you define a function having a global variable that squares the past parameter? Define foo x colon global y equals x star star 2. I call foo, pass it 5, global y equals 5 squared, that's 25 is assigned to y, which is global. I key in Y, hit enter, and I get 25. End of test for 46 to 50. Bye-bye. This is George Boole.